What's up, YouTube? This is Abel, JJ, back for another episode. This is a shorter episode. This is episode 5.5 of the Deadclocks podcast.
Yeah.
We are just trying to get a quick in-between video for
getting ready for Mania.
For Wrestlemania weekend.
Mhm.
We're just going to we're going to wrap up our last video, tie some loose ends, and
yeah, definitely
give some predictions on the match card this weekend coming up.
Well, we watched back or listened back to the last episode and realized we didn't touch on Rock or Austin or Hogan, really.
As far as
their WrestleMania resumes.
Resumes.
Which,
I mean, how could we?
I don't know how that happened. But, I mean, I guess that's because we were kind of aiming at who has the best. And quite honestly, none of them do. But, I mean, obviously they're major. We got to touch on them because they're some of the GOATs. Rock and Austin, they kind of cancel each other out in a sense because they're tied up for three of them.
Yes.
Rock has Hogan, the Rock Hogan match, and Austin has the Brett match. Outside of that, I don't know if they really have a whole lot of great. I guess Rock and Cena. Austin
and Kevin Owens.
Austin and Kevin Owens. Yeah,
we forgot about that one too. Because we at some point or other we both had mentioned that we thought it was a really good match.
That was really exciting
for being what it felt. It felt like it was on the fly, you know.
Yeah.
And it just came up. I thought if he was gonna wrestle, maybe like 10 minutes, maybe.
It's a real match.
It's a long match.
Yeah. I can't. Oh man, I could not believe when he suplexed him on the ground. Jeez, man. Yeah. It's a good match. Man, that was exciting. Yeah. I can't believe. I think about that sometimes. I can't believe that happened.
And they were in Texas as well, right?
Was it Texas?
I want to say.
I can't remember now.
I think so.
I gotta go back and watch it.
I think it was Texas.
And then Hogan, he main evented, let's see. I know he main evented 1, 2, 3. I think 4 is the one he missed. 5, 6, 7, I believe 8 and 9.
I couldn't even tell you some of those opponents.
Oh, God. I guess I'll carry it on from here. Well, there's a match of Warrior, WrestleMania 6.
Oh, he was in Rocky 3 also. No.
Oh, God. He was. Warrior WrestleMania 6 is one of the greatest matches. Have you ever seen that?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, we just lost all our credibility. No, that's the first time that WWF or WWE, whatever, that they ever pitted two babyfaces against each other.
Okay.
Pretty much ever. So that's WrestleMania. And it's a good match, I think. And I don't think a lot of Hogan's matches are great, but I think it's really good.
I saw Hogan and Triple H.
Oh, Jesus. There's Hogan Rock, like we just mentioned.
Yeah.
One of the greatest matches of all time. The lead up to WrestleMania 5 is against Macho Man. The match is whatever, but the lead up to it is like insane. It's probably the greatest story they ever told, I think.
Wow.
A lot of people think that.
Okay.
But you know what it's about?
Stop asking me stuff like that.
Basically, they're fighting over Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's bits and pieces, some of those older feuds and stuff that I remember hearing or catching on, but not just because it was so long ago. Again, I really don't go back and watch some of those older feuds and matches and stuff. So there's some things, but I do remember hearing stuff about that, or at some point in time,
it's really good.
In an interview or some other podcast or whatever. You hear things like that.
I think it's just Macho Man.
It sounds familiar.
Macho Man comes off very intense. I think they always say he was intense in real life too. I think it shines through. It feels real, even for back then. But then it's just good. It's really good. There's like a backstage area fight that's really good. I like it. And Miss Elizabeth really sells it all by like she's screaming like in fear. Man, it's good stuff. WrestleMania 3 is the Andre the Giant match. Hogan.
Yes,
the match is actually very boring. If you ever watch it from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Have you?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
It's just one. Yeah, it's just one of those ones. Is like, well, every time Hogan comes out and talks, he has to mention it.
That's true.
It's like, damn, let me just go and watch it already.
It's mostly boring, but it has the classic moment where he does body slam him. Are you aware that he was not the first guy to slam Andre?
You're the one who told me that was Lex Luger. Is that correct? What? It wasn't Lex Luger?
No. We should probably just start over.
I don't remember. I don't remember now.
I don't know if Lex Luger and Andre the Giant were ever even in the same company.
I'm thinking of Yokozuna. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Yokozuna.
Yeah, Luger.
I'm thinking of Yokozuna. Andre the Giant.
A lot of people signed him, actually.
Was it Kane? I'm just kidding. I don't remember.
Now I don't know who the first one was, but Harley Race did it. Kamala did it. A lot of guys actually. Oh Jesus! And I think actually Hogan had done it before that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, quite a few guys have slammed Andre. Anyway, all that being said, I guess that's we just want to touch on those because we left them out last week.
What was the pay-per-view, or was it WrestleMania with the Macho Man and Spider-Man? That wasn't a pay-per-view. All right. Anyway.
Right behind you.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
so a couple of weeks ago we talked about our favorite WrestleMania matches, what we consider the best or our personal favorites, and just so happens WWE put out a list.
Yes.
This past week.
Whoever's behind the WWE Vault, give that people a raise, man. They put out a lot of content, man.
They're really good. Yeah. You don't even need I have Peacock. It's almost like pointless at this point.
They have so much stuff.
Yeah, there's so much stuff to watch on, and some of the stuff they posted on the Vault is not even available on Peacock. So I don't know. They keep going down this route. I'm just going to cancel my subscription. That's all I use it for. But
if WWE Vault starts posting pay-per-views, it's over.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
They posted some folding pay-per-views.
Well, not live. I'm saying.
Oh, you mean like?
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
If oh yeah, that's the only reason I have the Peacock is for for pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm. Did you know there's also? I better not say. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But there's like a WCW NWA. So there's a WCW Vault that they started.
I think I remember seeing that. Yeah,
which is pretty good. There's also like an NWA one from like older 80s stuff, like 80s Flair and stuff like that. Nobody knows. Like if you read the comments, everybody's like, "How are they getting away with this?"
Really? Why? Oh,
a lot of people just assume it's like a rogue,
maybe
employee who's just started posting it on their own. But he'll take a feud from whatever Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes '85, and he posts every moment from that year that led up to in one video.
Wow.
And that's how I've been able to catch up on a lot of 80s stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I knew a lot of it already, but being able to
refresher.
Being able to see the stuff in the middle, not just the matches.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm like, how is he posting? It's like HD footage and stuff. I was like, I don't know how this guy's doing it, but somehow he's getting away with it. And he has been for a while now. So I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if it's, but really cool.
That's good.
Anyway, they put out this list of matches. And since we kind of went over our list, I thought it would be kind of cool to see how ours stack up against theirs. Yeah. I haven't read this at all yet.
Okay.
You already read it?
I briefed over it. I kind of just, glanced at it.
Let's see. We'll try to skim through it as quick as we can, but
yeah.
Cody versus number 50. Cody versus Seth Rollins, 38.
Oh, that's when Cody debuted. I mean, or he comes back to WWE.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good moment.
That was a good match.
I couldn't tell you anything about the match in particular other than the Cody.
I guess because I've been kind of watching those as they've been putting them out here and there. I just recently
watched it.
Yeah,
was it good?
Not too long ago. It's all right.
When I think Cody said, I just think of the Hell in the Cell with the bruise, which is one of the most the classic moments ever in wrestling. Sting Triple H, that was okay. It was good for what it was. It was meant to be a fun match, I guess.
Yeah.
The thing that doesn't make any sense is that the NWO comes out to aid Sting,
right?
Which doesn't really align with Sting. Was never really aligned with Hogan, the Outsiders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. I knew that's who was going to come out because when DX came out to help Triple H, you knew NWO was coming, but it doesn't quite make sense. I still had fun with it. I just wish Sting would have won.
I know.
He should have won.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he lost, but
I don't either. And it's not like it was a one-off match because he still had fought Seth Rollins or whatever later on, and it's like.
Yeah, I think he had about 5 or 6 matches, maybe something like that.
I don't know if he wouldn't have got injured, because he lost that match with Seth Rollins.
I don't know what the original finish was.
He injured him.
He got injured bad.
For all we know, any other matches he would have maybe had, he might have never won none of them. For all we know,
maybe.
I don't know what they were doing.
Do you know? Maybe you're not aware of this because he had a long AEW run, a couple of years probably, and it was very entertaining. He was very good still.
Yeah.
Sting did not lose in AEW.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go back and watch, they're really fun matches too. He does a great job. All right, let's see. Rock and Cena. Is this Rock and Cena 1 or Rock and Cena 2? This is 20.
It's got to be 2.
I couldn't tell you which Mania they first wrestled at.
28.
28. Okay, that'd be the first one then. Oh, that's the second one.
No, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Okay, that's the first one. It's the moment is bigger than the match is.
That might be the only one Roxanne on there. I don't think the number 2's on there.
Okay, well that's good because
that makes sense, right?
Yeah. But I mean, Roxanne is good.
Yeah.
It was more the moment than it was the match. The match is just, it's okay. It's not bad. But yeah, just to see The Rock come back and be in the main event was.
Yep.
Now we see it all the time.
But they kind of did what I told you. I don't like what they. How do I say it? I kind of mentioned it not too long ago. They tag teamed. Rock's first action was not that match. It was a tag team with John Cena.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
I don't like when they do that, man.
Yeah,
but they were the tag team. So it's not like they put hands on each other.
Oh, I see.
They fought the Miz and R-Truth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
dude, just I don't know. I don't.
No, I get what you're saying. They give too much away before the match.
Yeah, I feel like it. I guess he needs a warm up though. You know what I mean? Like he needs to kind of.
There's that too. Yeah. Goldberg Brock WrestleMania 33.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, I like that match. It's quick and like it's real. It's like 6 minutes long, something like that. Did they post that one on the vault? I'll go back and watch that one. They posted. I like that one.
Well, they what is the list you're reading?
The top 50 matches that they.
That is the vault.
They posted that one.
All 50 matches.
They posted all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They just posted number 1 yesterday, or the day before.
Oh, I don't know. They posted all 50.
Like periodically throughout the last few weeks, they've been posting 20, 19, 18, 17.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that they had posted a few. I didn't know they posted all of them.
They posted all 50.
Oh, wow. The main event of WrestleMania 1. Do you know what it is?
The main event of WrestleMania 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
well, you know one guy is in it.
Hogan?
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. He's got a partner. That's not a wrestler. He's like a TV personality, actor. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose?
Oh,
I don't know. Drew Carey?
No.
Cindy Lauper? Oh, Mr. T.
Yeah. They face Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. I've seen it before. It's just not for me, but
very well.
There's actually a match between Hogan and Piper that aired on MTV before Mania. They called it The War to Settle the Score. That is actually more entertaining than the WrestleMania main event to me. Let me see. All that being said, let's see. Taker Batista, that's a good match.
Yeah.
I feel like they never stop moving that match. It's just like constant action.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
That's good.
Seth Rollins, Triple H, WrestleMania 33.
I don't remember that one.
Not ringing a bell.
I don't remember that one.
Cena, Shawn Michaels, that's a good match.
Yep. 23.
Yeah, 23. I haven't seen it in a while. Foley and Edge, the hardcore match.
Puts through that fire table.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's
entertaining.
I just feel like Mick, he didn't move that well at the time.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The Boneyard match, I love.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah, I really like that match. That's like as good as you could get for having to do a tape match.
Yes.
Man, that was perfect. Brock, Roman, and Seth Rollins, the triple threat. That's when he catches in, right?
It's got to be. I don't know if they had a full triple threat match.
No, I don't think so. I don't think.
Yeah, because when he came out and cashed in, they announced it's a triple threat now.
Okay, yeah.
So that's got to be that.
I do remember the moment of him coming in and the crowd goes crazy.
I don't really remember the match. Just that moment.
You know what I always find funny about a cash-in is that even if, I don't think Seth Rollins had the biggest fan base at the time necessarily. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a fan base. I just mean I feel like whoever's cashing in gets a huge reaction.
Yeah. It's just exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting, I guess.
Because that was his first championship, world championship. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. But if you went into that night and half the crowd, you told them, hey, if you had the option, would you put Seth Rollins in this match and make it a triple threat? How many people would say, oh, that sounds like a great idea?
Right.
But when it happens, everybody's going nuts.
You know what? Speaking just real quick, one of the biggest pops for a cash-in, you know who it is? In my opinion, yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Dolph
one.
Ziggler. I like him.
I loved him back then.
He was good. He was the show off. He was okay.
He's
a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler, performer. He sells everything really well. But I mean, I was just like, I guess, like you said though, it's just for cashing in, it always gets a good reaction. So
when I started collecting wrestling figures, that was one of the first ones I bought.
Really?
Yeah, I love Dolph Ziggler. He reminded me of like Mr. Perfect or
Yeah,
like Rick Rude, kind of. Just really, I felt like he could have been a little bit more than what. He's not a great talker. I think maybe that's his problem. But he did have a good promo afterwards, and this is my WrestleMania moment. And
Yeah.
Raw. That was a good. That pop is insane. It's one of the loudest ones I ever heard. Let's see, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus.
Don't remember that one either.
I remember watching it. I couldn't tell you anything special about it.
I don't even know who won it. I don't even know who won. Does it say who won?
It doesn't, but
Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus.
Yeah, I remember it.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you either. Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle.
Yes,
WrestleMania 20. Yeah, it's a great match. Anything with those two guys is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Undertaker, Triple H, no holds barred.
That's 28.
Yeah, I can do without it. What do you think?
Still not better than 17.
I would agree with you.
Which I think is on that list too. I think.
Let's get your opinion on this next one. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. I'll just keep going. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston. You said you don't remember that one.
Mm-mm.
It was a good match. It was a whole thing about Kofi never having a chance at the title. His first title win. I think his only major, right? His only world title win. It's a good match. It's really good, actually. They built to some kind of suspense. It was more or less a babyface kind of versus babyface.
I remember him winning the title. I don't remember him beating Daniel Bryan for it, though.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi. I liked it.
What does it say which WrestleMania it was?
Yeah, it is 35.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair.
The retirement match?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. I think, again, it's one of those things where I think the moment at the end is bigger than the actual match itself.
It's just one of those.
Or better.
It's just one of those, yes, but I don't think there's not one person in that building who thought Ric Flair was going to win this match.
No.
You see what I'm saying? That already kind of like, it deteriorates like the watching it because you're just like, wait a minute, now he's going to finish him off.
It would have been great if he actually retired.
Oh, man.
But nobody ever retires in wrestling.
I guess not.
He had a great retirement ceremony. Do you remember the night after that?
They all come out to the ring and stuff?
Everybody,
Horsemen or all that?
Everybody comes out. Yeah. Let's see. Ric Flair, Randy Savage. That's great. You ever seen that one? That's a great match too. Great storyline, great match. WrestleMania 8. Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Batista. WrestleMania 30.
Oh, they're like beating up on Daniel Bryan. That's where he wins.
Yeah.
That's the second match of the night. His second match.
It's a great, actually, WrestleMania 30 is really good. The only thing about that is it's a triple threat where it's like a handicap match.
That's what I'm saying. They're beating up on
him. It just doesn't make any sense. And you knew he was going to win the whole time. But I still enjoyed it, but yeah, it didn't feel like a triple threat at all.
Again, at that time, I'm telling you, I was over the whole yes movement stuff, man. Like, sick of it.
It didn't bother me, but I could understand that. I just remember thinking after he wins, then what?
Yeah. That's always the next question. Like, what?
That's true.
I guess because if you feud with somebody for so long or leading up to something, it's like, do you expect him to come out the next night or the following week or whatever? And it's like, who are they going to throw at him now? Is it going to be a rematch? That person comes out, the opponent, you're going to get a rematch or whatever, but
I couldn't tell you what his first feud was after that.
I don't know either.
I do remember the promo after he won.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, do you remember that?
I don't think so.
That's the first time I think I ever heard. It might be the first time I ever heard the "You Deserve It" chant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks.
What number is this?
32. It's a triple threat match.
No, what number on the list?
31. I do remember thinking it was a good match. Sasha Banks comes out with the Eddie Guerrero tribute gear.
Oh, yeah.
She has a frog splash. Other than that, I couldn't tell you anything else.
I don't either. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. As a wrestling fan or whatever, because obviously there are some top-notch women wrestlers over time, and even now there's some great ones, but we're kind of skipping through these women matches that you're coming up like. Is it kind of like, it's not considered like throwing shade? It's like, dude, I don't care for the women's matches as much. Like, I don't. The build-ups, the feuds are not as captivating or intriguing or anything like that. I'm not as invested. I never can be. I just never have been.
Maybe they could be. I don't know. They don't give them enough time to be captivating, probably, I would say.
But you can have a couple guys come out and cut a promo for a few weeks and it's like, okay, man, it's getting pretty good. The women can do the same thing and like, I just don't feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. I don't know. Some people feel the way you do. I had another buddy who said like he just cannot watch women's wrestling for some reason. I think it's very similar to the way people like you that it's hard for you to watch old time wrestling. I don't know what it is. I just happen to like it all. So I don't know. I like women's wrestling. But there's a lot of people that feel that way. I'm not sure why.
I'm not saying I dislike it.
Yeah,
I can watch.
It's just harder for you to get into it.
I just like their promos and stuff, cutting whatever. Like it's not as believable. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, but
I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of people feel that way. I don't know. I don't. So no.
Don't get me wrong. I don't mind seeing 80-year-old Mae Young getting slammed around by the Dudley Boys, but I don't know. Anyway,
I will have a new co-host by next week.
Don't cancel me. Don't cancel us.
No. Let's see. The Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Main
That's
event.
39, right?
Main
Yeah,
event,
that was a good
39.
match.
It was good. Main event. Yeah.
And I feel bad because I can't tell you any specific things about a lot of these, but I just remember thinking,
Oh, they
like
super
that.
kicked him. No, like that.
I do. Do they do a double splash at one time? Like both Usos come off.
They might have.
That I want to say that happens. I don't know. I remember liking it.
Yeah,
Edge and Undertaker.
good.
Yeah, it was good.
My opinion is one of his better WrestleMania matches with the Undertaker. Because we were talking about his matches last video, but anyway,
Daniel Bryan and Triple H at WrestleMania 30.
that was the first part of the triple threat later on.
I really like that match actually.
I vaguely remember it. I remember, like you said, I remember liking it.
Mm-hmm. I like it because Triple H is a really solid wrestler.
Yeah.
No,
he's up there.
Yeah. I mean, he's not that up there, but I mean, he's pretty up there. I've never
top 10.
No, he's not. He's not top 10. I give you 20 to 30.
There you go again with that stuff, man. You said that. And go on, man.
That being said, I do feel like he's a better technical wrestler than people give him credit for. He doesn't get to show it a lot because his character doesn't call for it.
Yeah.
But I feel like in that match, he got to show some of that like real technical wrestling ability. And I knew going into that too, I was like, man, they're going to have a good match. And they really did. I really enjoyed that match.
All right.
Savage Hogan, WrestleMania 5. I just talked about it. Like I said, I think the storyline is better than the actual match itself. But, I mean, it's worth watching. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the second one. Not as good as the first.
Not as good as the first.
But still really
still
good.
really good.
Yeah, it's still very good.
Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, 1 and 2, obviously. Those two are better than all the Triple H Undertaker matches. Even WrestleMania 17 was my favorite one.
Say that again?
Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 and 26 are better than any of the Undertaker Triple H matches.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that they do against each other is really good. Well, except the last match they had. But
what, that tag team match? Oh my god.
It's brutal.
Diabolical.
Yeah, it's bad.
All the botches that happened in that match. Kane's mask gets pulled off.
Yeah.
Triple H tears his pec.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Isn't there a big dive that's missed? I'm almost certain of it. It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Shawn Michaels is bald the whole time.
You can't bring somebody to retirement for that.
Yeah, it's bad.
The money,
really
man.
bad. Shawn Michaels is the only one that didn't show his age because he's one of the greatest of all time. But yeah, but it's not a Mania match, but the Hell in a Cell, really good.
Yeah,
probably maybe the best Hell in a Cell there's ever been.
Probably, it was real good.
Now we're getting to the bottom half of the list.
Okay,
I've told you about this match. I don't think you've ever seen it. Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 8.
Nope. One
of the bloodiest matches you ever see for WrestleMania. Damn. Yeah, love that match. Austin, Kevin Owens. We already talked about it, but man,
there it is.
It's a good match. Great match.
Leading up to that Austin Kevin Owens match, I was on the floor, exaggerating, but I was laughing, man, so hard. It might have been the week before WrestleMania, the go home show, and Stone Cold's music hits in the beginning, and Kevin Owens comes out dressed like him.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Man. Yeah,
I love when they pan out to the crowd and like people are just like they're all like, you know what I mean? It's hilarious.
Yeah, the cap on, the ball cap.
Yeah.
Oh man, hilarious. Yeah. Kevin Owens is good.
I just imagine those people sitting in the distance, like the opposite side of facing the ramp, but way towards the back, like behind the announcer table, I bet it takes them a good minute for them to
maybe so to realize it's not actually him.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so. You know what that reminds me of? He's like Kevin Owens dressed as Stone Cold. Reminds me of what was that comedian that used to dress up as Charles Barkley? He does great impressions.
Yeah.
I have his name on the tip of my tongue. God, I keep having it.
I know what you're talking about.
That's what it reminds me of. Undertaker CM Punk. Pretty good match.
I wouldn't put it over the Edge one.
I have to watch it again. I remember liking it a lot at the time. Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, very good match.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything, man, Kurt Angle at that time, Shawn Michaels was always great, but Kurt Angle was just like peak Angle.
Yep.
Just, man, it was great.
Yep.
See what you think about this one. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Triple H. And Stephanie McMahon.
I was actually intrigued by it.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
It just because it was her first match. It was her
Ronda
first
Rousey,
match.
yeah.
Yes, and she came out and just started like going crazy. She picked Triple H up on her shoulders, like all that kind of stuff. Like I was not expecting none of that. She did really well.
Yeah, she was good. She was good in her time. Match. Yeah.
So I guess like the wow factor, kind of like, you know what I mean. It was good.
Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying.
I didn't mind it.
I've never gone back to watch it again.
I think I have.
I'm not against watching it again, I guess, but I don't know. It was okay. But I did like Ronda Rousey during her time.
Okay, so let me ask you this: that match you just said, does it deserve to be there? As high as it is on that list?
That's pretty high, yeah, no.
Above some of the other ones you were saying?
Definitely not.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I mean, I'd put Austin and Kevin Owens over that.
Right.
I'd put the
Shawn
Michaels and Taker 2 over that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of matches I've said.
Yeah. All right.
Top 20. Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody and Seth Rollins.
It was good.
Yeah, very good match.
It was very good.
This is from last year.
What was on the line, but again, it's one of those. Still, you knew because you knew they had to have that bloodline rule stipulation. You knew they were going to win that match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it was good. It was entertaining. It was good.
Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
I don't remember it.
I remember.
I'm not a Sasha Banks fan at all.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that, right?
She walks around like her don't stink.
Think so?
Yes. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of real fans for her, whatever, but I feel like she walks around as if like you have to bow at her. That's how I feel like she is.
So we've now learned that you're sexist and racist.
No, I'm just saying. Oh God. No.
I'm just kidding. No, I like the match. They had this moment at the beginning of the match where
I just don't remember it all.
They're like I think they realize that it's special that they're not main eventing. I don't think they're main eventing. Did they? They might have main event in night one. I can't remember. But there's like this moment at the beginning of the match where they're staring each other down, and they're both like about to be in tears. And it's pretty cool. And the crowd starts going, crazy for him. It's pretty cool. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the match. I think she's done it a few times where Bianca Belair, she's super strong.
Yeah.
She like press slams Sasha Banks. They're on the outside of the ring, press slams her, walks up the steps carrying her the whole time, and like gets
yeah. She is strong though. She's picked up Otis.
Oh yeah.
Like nothing in the Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah, she's big. Or she's strong. She's strong. Yeah, very strong. Undertaker Triple H, Hell in the Cell.
That's 28.
I don't care for it. It's like you said, you called it slow one time. It's very slow.
It existed.
Yeah, I mean that WrestleMania is not very good though, from top to bottom. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Except for the time when Brock Lesnar almost kills himself.
I know.
But that is a brutal.
I know, man.
That is
nasty.
A brutal landing. But that match itself is amazing.
Yeah,
and it's so good.
Yeah,
that young Brock man is.
I know.
He's just a freak of nature. My God. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley.
That was actually that's a better one of in the women's line. That's good.
I remember watching it. I don't remember disliking it. I just don't remember anything about it.
Rhea Ripley won that, I believe.
Yeah, she won.
Yeah,
I remember because they had the cool moment on Raw.
That was her first. I want to say it was her first women's title.
You may be right. I remember on Raw the next night they had what are they called? Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and they had their titles. They were holding them up, kind of like not Evolution style, but they were all together with their.
Wait a minute. I thought it was before. You sure that wasn't? I thought it was before Judgment Day.
I don't think so.
You sure? Charlotte
I'm
Flair?
pretty sure. I could be wrong, but
You might be getting mixed up. One of us.
could
Anyway.
be. Could be.
Anyway.
Hogan Warrior. I already talked about it earlier, but classic match. First ever babyface versus babyface. Really. The Iron Man match. Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Love both of those guys. Bret's my all-time favorite, but I don't care for the Iron Man match.
Too long, huh?
I don't mind an Iron Man match. You definitely have to be in the mood to watch one. You got to really be wanting to watch wrestling that day. It's just very long, and I would argue that it's slow as well.
It's got to be. They can't exert a lot of
That's
energy.
true.
You know what I mean? They got to draw it out.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, it's very long. Austin Rock from, I think this is 19. They kind of blur together.
That'd have been their third one. That's Hollywood Rock.
Yeah. Which is your favorite one of the three?
No.
You said, no? What's your favorite one?
WrestleMania 17 or I can't remember what I said. I want to say because I was watching them again. I just watched it.
Yeah.
Whichever one's the one where Vince McMahon comes out and helps Austin win. I think it's WrestleMania 18.
No, 18 is Hogan and Rock.
Okay, then it's 17. It's 17.
Is it 17?
I'm pretty sure.
Man, I gotta go back.
They
and
went
watch
16, 17, and then 18 they fought the NWO, and then 19 is when they go for the third time. There's that crowd because they're in Texas, and that crowd's going freaking crazy for Austin. He was a heel, or he's going to heel or whatever, and a lot of close calls, pinfalls and stuff like that, and
false finish.
He comes out and gives him that chair, and he starts beating him, and the crowd's still going crazy for him. Like you would think they'd be like booing him, but they're in Texas, and they loved him, man. And he got that pin, and he had that Disturbed. What do you think about that? He had that Disturbed theme song.
Disturbed?
Yeah, by Disturbed. It wasn't his original.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember it. Like I remember that it was a thing about it. I couldn't tell you what it sounds like right now.
I like that one. Anyway.
Razor HBK ladder match.
Good, classic.
Yeah, amazing at the time. I still love it. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Same card. WrestleMania 10. You never seen that one, right? Or you said you watched it not too long ago?
Yeah,
that's a good match.
I skipped it. I skipped it when they were putting it out, but I have watched it.
That's another great story. I mean, great wrestling too because they're both real technical wrestlers. But just the whole story of Owen wants to be the main guy, wants to be Bret, and he's just not. But all right, here's the top 10. Let's see what happens. Number 10, Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch. Should we move on?
Oh, shoot. Doze off for a second.
Oh, come on, man.
No, it's okay.
I'm
sorry. It doesn't. I don't think it belongs in the top 10. Anybody gonna watch that over the other two you just named? Bret Hart, Owen Hart.
I wouldn't, but
that's what
somebody
I'm saying.
would.
Save it for the Women's Evolution pay-per-view.
Oh, jeez. that you'll never watch?
I watched it.
Did you? It's a good one.
Yeah, it's good.
I liked it. All right, let's see. Number 9, Ultimate Warrior versus the Macho Man, Randy Savage, retirement match. You ever seen that one?
I don't think
it's
so.
It's a really good match. Yeah. It was Savage's career on, well, I mean, it's career match, but a retirement match. But yeah, very, very good match. I love it. Hogan Andre, talked about it already. All right, WrestleMania 17, TLC match.
Speaking my language now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
What's the other one? What event is the other one at?
SummerSlam. That's the first one.
Okay. And that one, yeah, I seen it live. Which, like I said, it blew my mind live.
Yeah, right.
I couldn't believe, again, I've said it before, but the fact that he was coming off the top of a ladder instead of the third or fourth step down, just completely blew like my young mind. It was insane. Roman Cody.
2.
It says, was it XL? Was that last year or no? It's first one.
No.
Is that last year? I couldn't tell you right now.
That's 40. That was last year. No, it was 40. XL's 40.
XL's 40.
I believe.
Okay. So that's all the interferences and everything. Okay. it would. I would have almost put that number one if we've talked about it before. If it had been Austin instead of Taker.
That keeps it from being number one.
Yes.
Dang.
I,
well, it should have been.
It. Oh my God! If it had been Stone Cold instead of the Undertaker, that would have just blown like.
Yeah.
I cannot put into words how special that would have been.
I agree.
Oh, it was a perfect spot for him. All right.
Yeah.
Top 5. Rock Austin. See, this one says WrestleMania 17. So WrestleMania 17.
The other one was 19 then. Maybe it was 19.
Because Austin turns heel.
Yeah. It aligns with Vince McMahon.
Man, we should really know those better. But yeah.
That's got to be the one with Vince McMahon because I feel like I just watched it like this past week or as it came out. So it's got to be that one.
Probably maybe tomorrow I'm gonna watch them. Let's see. Number 4, Savage Steamboat. Okay, we talked about the other day. My favorite match of all time. Number 3 is Rock and Hogan.
Okay.
Which you could argue that could be number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Bret and Austin, WrestleMania 13, which I love.
Yeah.
Man, I love that match so much. And then number 1 is 25.
I don't understand though on the Bret Austin. I started seeing people saying like that match saved like WWF or whatever at the time, but like why? Were they like in a decline or something? Was it like?
Well, I mean, that's I guess a whole other story, but they were in a decline for a long time, like throughout the mid 90s, pretty much from 90. 92 is a pretty good year, and then 93, 94, 95, 96 are really bad. I think business-wise, everything, you're really bad. And then when Austin starts to catch fire and Bret Hart kind of is turning heel, that's when they start to catch fire. I always say Bret Hart somewhat started the Attitude Era.
Okay.
So I don't know, and since maybe that's what they're kind of getting at with that, but number 1, WrestleMania 25, Taker and Shawn Michaels, which is
no issue with that. That's good.
No, definitely not. That might be it's not my favorite, but it might be like the best match that there's ever been. It's just there's not really anything wrong with it. It's just perfect, you know. It's just like the if you wanted to create like a great wrestling match, you would use that as like a template. Like it's just it's good. It's good. Yeah, no argument.
All right, cool.
All right, so WrestleMania is this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
So yeah, it's coming quickly, very quickly. Unfortunately, I have to work night 1.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna work at night. I'm probably gonna have to miss the main event. Of course, I'm gonna catch up on it as soon as I can. But luckily, night 2, the important night, I will be off and gonna celebrate Easter with my family and hopefully get home in time to relax and have nobody bother me so I can watch wrestling.
I was gonna buy tickets actually, but I had to sell my house to do it. So
okay.
I decided
I was gonna be there. I forgot I was broke.
I decided to have a place to live instead. So
yeah, well, that's always a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, man. Night 1. Let's give our predictions.
Yes.
Rey Mysterio versus. Well, it's they have his lucha name here, but it's
what's his name? Say it.
Chad Gable.
No.
Oh, the Elegant Americano?
Yeah, we don't know who it is.
Oh, Jesus.
We don't know his identity.
Well, Chad Gable. But it's fun though. I like the storyline. It's kind of good. I gotta get a
dude. He's so underrated, man.
He's very good. Yeah, he's really good.
So underrated. He's hilarious doing that.
Yeah, he's really good.
No one's offended, dude. That's people making up stuff. No one's offended by that.
I think it's funny.
That cultural appropriation, whatever, dude. Come on, man. Stop it. No one's flipping at me like this is. I'm so enraged. Like, come on, man. Like, stop it.
I just count how many times you've been canceled this episode.
I enjoy the Women's Evolution pay-per-view. I have nothing against the women superstars. They are entertaining. They're just not my favorite matches. And that's not cultural appropriation or whatever you call it. Chad Gable doing this. Like, it's funny. It's like,
I hear you.
Anyway, go ahead.
I enjoy it. I've been enjoying it so far.
But he's going to get the win.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get the win.
But the thing is, if he wins though, then what? He just keeps on with the character.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the mask off. But he'll get.
Yeah,
he'll get the win though.
I just didn't know if Ray was gonna win and rip the mask off.
Oh, it could be that too.
I don't know. All right, well, Jade Cargill, Naomi. It's the whole thing is, I think Jade's gonna win.
You think Jade's gonna win? Oh, Jade Cargill, yeah.
Yeah, Jade Cargill's gonna win. Man, I swear.
Probably so.
I don't know, man or woman. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody more ripped than like Jade Cargill is. God, she is like
a beast, man.
Muscles on top of muscles. It's insane.
I thought Bianca Belair was nice looking, but dang, she comes in looking just jacked.
It's insane.
Looking like what's the other girl's name? Jordan Grace.
Oh yeah,
she's pretty built too, man.
But
Jade Cargill's like defined.
Yeah, it's really defined. Yeah, it's insane build.
In the bodybuilder world, that's what they call diced. She's peeled.
Is that what they call that?
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
That's like beyond. That's just like, man, you're in good shape. You got abs, and then you got people that are like, I can see the veins in your abs and stuff like that.
I got
you're diced. Anyway,
let's see. War Raiders versus the New Day. I don't really care.
New Day's gonna win the title.
Yeah, New Day's gonna win. I think. Pretty sure.
Yes.
I'm just not too invested in that.
It's like last minute, so they're adding to this card, like kind of last minute, but
Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight.
Ooh.
Jacob Fatu's gonna win. I think.
Win his first title. He needs to.
Yeah,
he should.
He's gonna win his first title. I think it's gonna be a moment.
He should.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. I think the crowd's gonna be behind him too.
Oh yeah, they love him, man.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yes,
he's a monster.
Yeah.
Gunther Jay. Jay's gonna win. I'm almost certain of it. I would bet everything I have on it. Don't know what's gonna happen after that, but we can talk about that, I guess, on night two.
Any potential interference in that match?
Oof, that's a good question.
Little Jimmy action because he beat the stuffing out of him.
It's very possible. Only thing I would say, and we're gonna get to this in a second, is we don't know if there's some kind of a. I guess we get into it. We don't know if there's a heel turn coming, right?
Right.
If there is, if Jay is at all going to turn, because there's been a little bit of hinting towards that.
Yeah.
If that's at all going to happen, and Jimmy assists Jay in his match, does that mean that they're a package deal?
No. I would say that if Jimmy somehow interferes to help Jay because Gunther beat him down, if that happens and Jay ends up coming out and turning heel in night two, it's just like all it is like he's backstabbing his people, his family, He's just like, I don't care. And that's what heel is.
I get you.
You know what I mean? Like, man, I appreciate you, but like, I don't care.
That's true. That's
how I would see it. But we both agree that Jay's gonna win that.
Jay's gonna win for sure. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I think Tiffany's gonna win. I hope so.
Because of the way that one promo went, it went sideways.
Yeah.
I just can't see them putting Charlotte over in that match.
I don't think so.
I think originally they might have,
maybe.
But you can't get roasted like that and win.
Yeah, I like Tiffany Stratton. I think she's gonna go over.
I hope. Okay.
I hope. I like her. I don't know. Then the main event: Reigns, Punk, and Rollins. I think we've kind of already discussed this, but I think we think Seth's gonna
get the win.
Align with Paul Heyman somehow.
Maybe not full blown like Paul Heyman guy, but in that
He's
match,
gonna help him get the win at least.
He'll. But by helping him, I think, like I said, I think Paul Heyman will not help Roman and Punk.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And that kind of like gets Seth over, but I think Seth's gonna get the win.
Here's the thing, though. I know you're saying like he's not gonna align with them, or he may not align with them completely or permanently. The only thing I would say is, Punk, I don't think has done anything to Heyman for Heyman to not assist him. Does that make sense? Roman has.
Well, and also that's true, and also now after Roman shoved him down, you see that?
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, why does he want to stay?
Yeah.
Or help him,
So that makes sense, but why would he turn on Punk?
Because Punk put him in that position.
Is that why?
And he had to make him choose, or not choose, but own this favor, or now,
I guess.
Like, man, if it wasn't for Punk making this the favor, Roman wouldn't be, turn his back on him or whatever. And he just wouldn't be in this whole situation.
It's just that logically you would think when Paul Heyman went and got him for War Games, he knew that I was going to owe this guy something one day.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, we believe Rollins. You think Rollins?
Yes.
I agree.
But then I don't know who he pins, and I think that matters too.
Probably Roman, because Punk is probably going to stay around, and Roman's probably going to go away.
We won't see Roman until SummerSlam.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. All right, night 2. AJ Logan Paul.
I need Logan Paul to win this match.
You need him to win?
Yes.
Why is that?
I love him.
I
love Logan Paul.
I like him okay. I don't mind him.
He's a great
wrestler.
Yes.
He's a good wrestler. I think there's been a lot of talk about this finisher that he's got.
Pulverizer.
Is that what they're calling it?
Pulverizer, yeah.
I don't know if I caught that when I watched it.
Yeah. Where he flips him in DDT. Yeah.
DDT. It's a nice looking move. AJ Styles especially took it really well. That being said, I can't imagine because there's been a lot of talk about it. Can't imagine they kind of would have had that buzz around it if it wasn't going to end that way. So I'm assuming Logan Paul is going to win.
It's just AJ Styles putting over that young talent.
I guess so.
Anyway,
and AJ's as good a guy as any to make anybody look good. Not that he has to make Paul.
He made anybody look good,
but he can. Yeah. Let's see. Street fight: Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre must win this match.
He needs to win.
He
something.
Must win this match, man. They do that man wrong if he loses this match.
Yeah, I'm not invested in it at all. I don't really care, but he needs a win for sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he will. I think he will. Well, I don't know. I don't know. He loses everything.
Damian Priest is not like he ain't no pushover, and I think he's really good too. Actually,
I don't mind him.
I think he's really good.
I like the the Razor's Edge basically that he does. It looks good.
You're right. Drew McIntyre needs to win.
He needs to win bad. Women's tag match: Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Bayley and Lyra.
They'll retain the titles.
Probably so.
I think because Bayley had a match with Lyra on Monday, and at the end of the match, because it was for the Intercontinental title, and Lyra won, and at the end of the match, she went shook her hand, and Bayley's like, she didn't, and she started getting out of the ring, and then she stopped and went back, and like it was like, okay, like I'm acting silly, like whatever. I have a feeling like one of them two might like kind of Bayley might mess around, turn heel on her, do something in the match, and gonna be like,
probably,
you know what I mean? Either way, but
probably so.
They're gonna retain those titles.
Yeah, I kind of like the Liv Morgan Raquel Rodriguez pair up.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it's cool.
What's Raquel Rodriguez's nickname?
What her nickname should be?
No, what it is. They call her. They say it every now and then on the broadcast and all that, and the announcers. You heard it?
The Big Mama Cool thing.
Yeah, Big Mama Cool. I like that a lot.
It's cool. Yeah, I had seen where she was talking about it too in an interview.
Big Mama Cool.
She was not afraid, but she isn't sure about taking it because of the Rhea Ripley uses the mommy thing, which understandable. But I like it. It's cool.
All right.
I think this is going to probably be an underrated match, or you want to call it a show stealer. It's the 4-way IC match.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
This is another one, an absolute another one that it's kind of I'm torn. I'm not ready for Braun Breaker to let go of the title.
Okay.
But he will. And Penta's not ready. I don't want him to have it already. Or, whatever. Finn Balor absolutely needs a win. Horribly bad.
Yeah.
He needs a horribly bad.
I feel like the man hasn't won in 5 years.
He hasn't.
Yeah.
He has not. And I think he will. Not just because he needs it.
Think he will?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yep.
What I don't know when we're going to get a chance to talk about him. Let me say this. I love Dominic Mysterio.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's great.
Yes.
I really, man, I love how when he does interviews, he basically stays in character all the time.
Yeah, he's good.
He's just really good. I really enjoy his
I love when he
work.
got up and they walked out of the Rey Mysterio's Hall of Fame induction.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff, man. It's
Did you
good.
see that he recently did that Wings Challenge deal with Liv Morgan? And one of the things was like, say something nice about your dad or eat like the hottest wing or something like that. That being said, that's tough. I think it's going to be very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
My original thought was that they're going to put it on Penta because the crowd reaction.
Yeah, they love him, man. They love him.
But you're right. If he's that hot, he probably doesn't need the belt. Finn Balor definitely needs a win.
He needs a win, but they've been hinting towards breaking up the Judgment Day.
Yeah,
and Dominic Mysterio. So something will happen to where
They probably, if that's the case, if that's what they're going to do, they're going to cancel each other out and somebody else is going to win.
Well, they're heels. They're both heels.
Yeah.
Right? But
Kind of.
so, something will happen to where he's going to end up pinning Dominic Mysterio.
You think so?
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
One way or another. Yeah. Because they both had kind of like, hey, we have a 50-50 chance to bring this title to the Judgment Day, right? That was kind of what they were saying. But what I think is Braun or Penta, whatever, might do something to like eliminate Dominic for a little while, like whatever, like hit a finisher on him, like spear him or something. And Penta might kind of do something to where Finn Balor has a choice, like, oh, I can pin him and win this match, or I can, and he's gonna end up doing that, like something like, or stomp him, I
see what you're saying,
coup de grace, or whatever, and that's what's gonna happen, I think.
I see what you're saying, but I could also see the scenario that they do where, say, the two of them are working together, and they're taking, let's say they take Penta out or whatever, and let's say Finn's gonna pin him, and Dominic pulls him off, kind of like that, like they're fighting for the pin,
right?
They end up fighting while they're doing that. Braun takes them both out. Takes the pin. That kind of thing, where neither one of them wins, but it breaks up the group.
They could very well do that too, and just have like a normal feud moving forward.
Yeah, something like that. But I would
not be mad if Braun wins.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with him retaining. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I also like the fact that there's been different spots with Braun Breaker to this point. I don't think anybody can tell you if he's a heel or a face. He's like neutral.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because would you agree that Finn Balor's a heel?
I don't know what he is. He's a loser. He's not a loser. No, I like Finn Balor. Don't get me wrong. Finn Balor is,
because they've had heels beat up on Braun Breaker, and they've had faces come out and he looks like the heel.
I hear you.
And like he kind of goes back and forth, so it's like I kind of don't know what he is, but he's a crowd favorite.
I don't know, but they need to get him with Paul Heyman as quick as they can.
I'm telling you, man, and they be barking for that man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Yeah, he's good.
Finn Balor, though, if ever, man, somebody had, like, talking about physiques, that man is ripped.
Yeah, he is.
Jesus. Like, if somehow guy was just like, man, what would you like to look like? Like, yeah, I'll take those abs right there, man. I wish I could be as ripped as that.
Eat some chicken and spinach, that's it.
For a year.
Pretty much. That's it. Nothing else. Yeah. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
That man ain't eating no cheeseburgers.
No. Let's see. Triple threat, the women's, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. Rhea's already won, so I don't know if they're gonna have her win again.
She had it. Io took it off of her on Raw.
That's right.
And then it's like,
which is weird.
The crowd don't ever get behind her though. They cheer for her, Io. They cheer for her, but she's not like I wouldn't consider her like a fan favorite.
It's probably just because of the lack of effectiveness in the promos.
I guess so. She can't really talk too well. She's damn good though.
She's very good.
I really like her.
It's very good.
I just can't I just feel like Bianca Belair is almost like a third wheel in this. Because she was just involved. She was just a tag team with Naomi and the Jade Cargill stuff. And now all of a sudden she's inserted into this. Because she won the Rumble, right? Or Elimination Chamber?
Was it the chamber? I think, it wasn't the Rumble.
It just kind of feels like she just kind of like got put in there. So it's kind of hard for me to say like I think she'll win.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to,
Rhea's just getting the title back, or
I don't know. She's either gonna get it back or Io's gonna retain. But Bianca, okay, building up to this, they've been making it seem like Io's the third wheel, and she's a champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like Bianca and Ripley have been. So I wouldn't be surprised if like them two can't get out of their own way, and then she ends up kind of taking advantage.
Maybe. I just felt like Io is just they're just using her to be able to somebody have a moment of winning. She's just a passing champion.
It don't make sense why they took the belt off her on Raw.
Yeah, it's a strange play. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought she was injured. She might have been injured, and then like I could still go until after WrestleMania.
Maybe. So who are you picking?
Io. I think they're gonna be able to get. Like I said, they're not gonna be able to get out of their own way.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't see Bianca winning.
No.
I would say Rhea Ripley, but she won not that long ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll go retaining. I guess it's probably best, and then Cody Cena.
The big dog match.
Yeah.
John Cena's winning this match.
Okay. I'm gonna agree with you. The big question though is how.
The Rock. The Rock.
Anybody else?
The Rock. Let me say this first. Because me and this man have discussed this already, but we're going to say it for the record here.
Okay.
I would love to see Stone Cold come out and somehow, if The Rock comes out and to interfere as well, interact or whatever to cancel out The Rock. But if that happens, that means Cody has to win the match.
It does.
If you're going to have that type of person come out and do that. And I don't think Cody is going to win this match, so it doesn't make sense to me. So I think The Rock will eventually come out and interfere. And Cody's resilient enough to where like he might be able to withstand that or whatever. That's when I think I'm convinced now from him. I think that Jey Uso is going to come out.
Yeah,
he's tied into the family with his title, and he's also going to help. People might think his music hits, and they might think he's coming to help Cody.
Yes,
because he's a super face, so. And he's going to turn on him, and it's a heel turn. Ultimately aligning with The Rock and John Cena, because we're convinced there's a third man.
It seems that there's a third man. I'm trying to pull it up right now so we kind of read it out and see what we think.
Because let me I'm gonna demonstrate for the video.
Go ahead.
At Bad Blood, The Rock comes out and he does like this. He does 1, 2, 3, or he like this.
Yes.
And people were like, "Oh, it's a John Cena sign."
Okay.
But we take it as like he's counting 1, 2, 3. There's
Seems
three.
To be.
There's 3. Okay, so we have 3. And then at Elimination Chamber, when Cena turns, he does this, and he goes like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking there's going to be 1. So we're thinking it's Jey Uso, potentially.
Okay, let's read this out. In January, Jey Uso makes a big entrance to Travis Scott.
That was the Netflix premiere.
Yeah, the Netflix premiere.
Okay.
So after that, The Rock cuts a promo. And during the promo, he says the line, "I'm 20 steps ahead."
Yep.
Then during the Rumble, Jay enters at number 20.
Okay.
That's a little... It's a little suspicious there, maybe. Then there was, after Jay won, there was like an outpouring of hate, basically. Like, Jay shouldn't have won. Jay's not big enough to win, whatever it may be. There was a lot of fans that felt that way, and they voiced it. I remember you sending me the dislike count on the video.
Okay.
Was really high. It was thousands and thousands of dislikes. And I told you at the time, I said, I'm wondering if it's manufactured hate so that they can turn the man for whatever reason.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if it's real or if it's not, but there was definitely an outpouring of fans that did not like it. March 1st, that's when Cena turned on Cody.
Okay.
It's Cody and Rock and Travis Scott.
Right.
Who happened to be with Jey Uso.
Yes.
There's another connection. And then Cena's whole deal, because the promo, the fans are fickle, which if the hate for Jay is real, it's the same thing. It's the same.
He has the same reason like John does.
Same reasoning. And then Jay's last promo was, "I'm going to win the title and bring it back for my family."
Which is The Rock.
Which could mean for The Rock. So, and then there's the 3-finger thing. Maybe.
I would love, I told you already through text, I would love to see night 2 end. Mm-hmm. They're standing over a bloody Cody. He's just beating all 3 of them. The Rock's People's Champ belt, the World Heavyweight title, and the WWE title at the hard camera. Man, I would love that.
It'd be cool. It'd be a cool image. I always loved the Evolution when they held the
But nobody would expect, again, because he's super face right now, Jey Uso, and the fans support him so much or whatever, they would not expect that.
See, that's why I'm kind of perplexed at, like, why would they do it though? Because
that's why.
I see what you're saying. They just never been known to do that. Because Jay is right now their top merch seller.
Yeah. By
far. That's gonna go away if he turns heel.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
The kids are still gonna want a Jey Uso shirt?
I think so.
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be for a long run like that, but for a you want a WrestleMania, like, I did not see that coming. You have to do something like that. What else is there? Stone Cold, but like I said, you can't have Stone Cold come out and Cena not win. And I'm convinced he has to win.
So there's no scenario in which Austin can come out.
Not to me. And John Cena win. Not to me. Can't happen.
That's tough.
Unless he does come out and he starts messing with The Rock, whatever, and they kind of just like go away. And it's just back to Cena and Cody just like, and Cena still gets him at the end. But if Austin's around,
and
and like whatever, and like no, I just can't.
The only thing I threw it at you right before we started, unless Austin comes out, because as far as Austin coming out, we've already said that he should have been there last year.
Yeah.
It's a perfect place for him
Yes.
to be. He wasn't there.
They blew it.
They definitely blew it for sure. Love Undertaker.
Yes.
It just didn't fit. It just was not. It was definitely notch below.
It's like
what it
it's like,
been.
hey, we can't have him. It's like, hey, you, come here.
It's just
That's what it
like
seemed
Banana
like.
Boy, huh?
Yeah.
1v12.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is there's been a little bit of hinting that he's going to be there,
Right.
because I told you on his own podcast, or I think it was his own podcast, Austin said, well, for one, he lives there in Vegas. But secondly, he said, if Cody needs help, I'll be there, which is basically, he's going to be. I think there's a good chance he's going to be there. If nothing else, he's going to be in the building. That being said, is there any chance that he comes out and then he stunners Cody?
No.
But
only because he's not somebody he's not gonna be there the next week. He's not gonna be there like to explain anything. Like people are gonna want answers to that. Like that's just
true.
More random than anything. Austin coming out and giving Cody Rhodes a stunner is more random to me, or than Jey Uso coming out and turning heel.
I hear you. I can't see. It seems to me like he's gonna be there.
I'm 90. I understand. I'm 90% sure he's not.
He's not gonna be there.
I feel like he's not. There's no way. It doesn't fit into this story. Not this year. And like I told you before this, save it for next year if The Rock fights Roman, Rock heel, Roman face, and maybe. I still feel like this bloodline stuff's still going to be around. It's not as prominent now as it was last year, but it might still be around. The Rock might develop something else. You might have like Azilla. You might have Jacob Fatu, like whatever, right? Like something to where like he's getting the upper hand in his match with Roman, and then come out and like something like that. I would be okay with, but it does not fit here.
I see what you're saying. It's just that I think every year that they wait is you're taking a huge risk. That is.
They had their chance.
The window is. The window was there last year.
Yeah, it's closed.
Yeah,
it's closing.
It's just
to me. If what do you think the percentages of people that think that Cena wins?
I think most people probably think he's gonna win.
Give me a number.
I don't know, 70.
Okay.
80?
I would think that 70% of people can't find a way for him to fit into this equation.
I'll say this
and still have Cena win.
What I know what your answer is, but for me, and it probably has a lot to do with the fact that I'm not a big Cena fan, I would rather Cody win and I get the face-off between Rock and Austin.
No.
I would. Because
that's not going to turn into nothing.
I don't care.
It's not going to turn into anything.
I don't care. That I just want to see them in the ring at the same time. Somebody's going to get stunned.
Yeah.
Stunnered. And the crowd's going to go nuts. I'm going to be jumping up and down for it.
It's a cool moment. I agree. Like, I would love that too. And I'm not going to say I would sit there and be all like, man, what is this? But, like, I would lose my stuff over that. But
I just don't care. But it's not a big. I don't want Cena to break the record anyway. So, yeah, I don't. So give me Austin Rock. Give me Austin Rock. I don't. Yeah.
It's not worth just him to come out just to have a face off. If it's not going to lead up to a match or something.
For me, it is.
Oh.
No,
I get you.
But you just so how does it play out to you then?
Okay.
How does Cena win?
Let's just It could just be lopsided.
Was Cena squashing him?
I don't want to say Cena squash him, but I want Cena to be dominant.
That's never happened.
And convincing. Why? Yes, it has.
When?
To who? What do you mean?
Who is he squashed like that?
Jesus.
What?
That's right. Yeah, see, 2009, and he was feuding with Carlito, and he got stabbed in that nightclub. John Cena did. He was out, and he came out, and he fought Jesus, which is Carlito's bodyguard, and he squashes them, and he kills him, man. I want him to come out aggressive like that. Because right now, Cody has the upper hand. Like, Cody had the last laugh. He beat him up, crossroads, whatever. And then we didn't see Cena no more. We're not going to see him again. I don't know if he's be on SmackDown tomorrow night, but
So there's no interference. Cena's just better.
Could be.
That's such a boring.
Okay, then you have to have
That's not
interference,
heelish
right?
behavior.
See, okay, then you have to have
He's not Brock
interference.
Lesnar.
Yeah, you have to have interference, right? The Rock.
Okay, but what happens?
He comes out and costs Cody the match.
And if Jay's involved, how do you?
Well, Jay might not be, right?
Okay, he may not be. If it's just Rock, okay, let's just say it's Rock, no Jay.
Okay.
We assume that Rock's going to be involved somehow.
Yes.
More than likely.
Yes.
Which obviously pits Cody 2 versus 1.
Yes.
The way things have been, the way that they did last Mania and pretty much every other event, that would lead you to assume that somebody is at least going to try to help Cody.
Maybe.
Who?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Or
we assume there's a third man with The Rock.
Yeah, so you just assume Jay.
The Rock could come out and Cody's just like, this ain't happening. And he starts beating up on The Rock.
Jay,
then a third person comes, whether it's Jay, whether it's whoever.
Jay just comes out to pull the Hogan.
They could be, but yes, exactly.
Drops the leg drop on Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Because I could see them two, The Rock and Cena, beating up on Cody, and then it just makes sense to me, man. Jey Uso, and this is what I text you, but Jey Uso's music hits and the crowd goes crazy. Here he comes to save. He's gonna save Cody.
Yeah,
and he doesn't. And he loses, and then the next night on Raw, that man gives you "I did it for The Rock" promo, just like his dad. Come on, man.
Yeah,
dude. Because everybody like, dude, just want like last night. You're riding this wave. You go on the title, like everybody's gonna be yeeting in the crowd. And the next time you do some stuff like this, like why? And he could easily say the same thing like Cena did. I heard all the stuff the weeks leading up to Wrestlemania. I'm not good enough. Like I'm whatever. He can say the same thing if he wanted to. They could spin it that way if they wanted to.
What are the chances? I have to look this up. So at one time, I was an AEW. I was a pretty faithful fan. I'm not anymore.
Good for you.
Oh my god, I recovered.
Yeah.
No,
came to your senses.
And they used to be good, man. I don't know if he's actively on TV. I don't think he's part of the roster at the moment.
Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, Goldust.
Yeah, Goldust.
If he's free, I wonder what the chances we see him. Which I would love that as well.
That'd be okay too.
Yeah, I would love that. I have to look that up. I could have sworn that he's a free agent at the moment.
Regardless, something big's gonna happen.
Something
big's gonna happen beyond just like The Rock coming out and like whatever. It's gonna be something else, a big something that because the company, in my opinion, understands like it's a little lackluster leading up to this point. They know, they hear, they see everything, they hear everything, they're reading, comments, like whatever. They're not going to disappoint. I trust the process. I trust Triple H, the creative, like whatever they have brewing up or whatever. You just got to wait and see. But something will happen. Something big will happen.
I looked it up. Justin is signed with AEW. He's not going to be there.
Okay.
As far as Triple H,
top 10. What about him?
20 or 30. As far as Triple H, I trust him as a booker. My only thing is, I think that Triple H plays it safe all the time.
You've said that before.
I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I just think that's his style.
So last year, Cody Roman too, that was playing it safe with all those interferences and stuff.
Did you see Austin?
That's not his fault.
I mean,
that's not playing it safe.
I would say it's what I expected. I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but it's what I thought was going to happen. I thought Cody was going to win.
Everybody did.
This year, it just if Cena wins, he's not going to be there every week.
Don't matter. Roman Reigns wasn't there when he's champion,
and it sucked. I don't know, but that wasn't under Triple H. Well, I guess last year was. Yeah, they have The Rock though.
Roman defended the title like 6 times in like the whole year. It's like
I don't know if you wanted to be that much more. How many? I don't know.
He can't. But I don't expect Cena to. If he wins, I don't expect him to finish like when he retires at the end of the year or whatever it is. I don't expect him to have it.
Cody's gonna win it back,
possibly. SummerSlam or something like whatever, but I don't expect him to. Everybody thinks some people are thinking that he's gonna win, and and like he said, like I'm gonna take the title and that's it. Nobody has it. Like I'll have it. Like finish it that way. I don't think that's the case. Before he retires, he'll turn back to being a face, but he'll lose the belt. It'll be one of those. It might be one of those Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes things right at the end where they kind of like mutual, and he might kind of like something like that. But he won't hold it for the whole year. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I think SummerSlam he'll lose if he wins, which I'm pretty sure he's going to win. I'm going to pick Cena to win. I don't want him to win because I'm not a fan. Plus, I think when he turned heel, I think we all thought we were in for a great build-up.
Yeah.
And it just has not been that.
Nope.
It's been pretty boring because nobody's there.
I know.
Yeah, no one's there. Cena's not there. He's not cutting promos every week.
You can't have the 2 weeks until WrestleMania and Cody's out there just with a bunch of titles.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, but dude, this is his opponent.
I guess it's just, and we talked about this before the camera went on about their inability to just work with new talent and not having to bring The Rock back or who else back, whatever. And I said, I think they could do it. I just don't think they put in the effort. Meaning the guys having to be there all the time.
I think that's true to an extent, but there's no one else on the roster right now that's active that has the same. And I said this, you might disagree, but would you consider The Rock like an active wrestler?
No.
Okay. When he's around, like when he's there, whenever he wants to be or whatever, he comes out, he's on camera. He's the biggest draw in WWE.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take that away, you're not gonna have the same type of hype or build up or anything, momentum, anything.
That has so much to do with the fact that he left wrestling and became an even bigger celebrity.
That's fine, but it don't change the fact that he is who he is.
That's fine.
So last year was just like monumental. He was there, but he was there every week cutting promos.
He was there all the time,
killing people on the mic.
That's what it takes.
I know, but who else can fill those shoes?
Cena could do that if he was there.
He's not though.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what they're not putting in the effort.
Okay, but after Cena, this is last year. Okay. Cena's next year, going into next year. If take The Rock out, no Cena, who can you have that's gonna fill those type of shoes and be like, this is like an amazing build up? Like, who's gonna do that? Who can do that?
You may disagree with me. I just feel like Roman Reigns is there.
He's their last. He's probably. I was gonna say that, but he's the last absolute. But even though people call him a part timer now because he's not there,
Roman.
Yes.
See, well, this goes back to years ago when people would say that Vince McMahon doesn't build up anybody, and the rumor behind the scenes was always that Vince doesn't want anybody to get built up because he doesn't. They're just going to leave. So he wouldn't put the effort in to build anybody up for them to leave and go be a movie star or whatever because it didn't help him at all. So he would everybody just got here and that's it. And it didn't make for great TV. But
think about the next 5 years. We have some up and coming stars that obviously they always have new talent coming in. But it takes a while for these guys to like develop. Yeah. Right? Like Braun Breaker was in NXT for a while. I don't know how many years he's actually been in WWE in total, but probably at least 3 to 5 years, and he's rising up, right? But in the next 5 years, The Rock won't be there. Like he'll be around probably, but generally he's not a wrestler. The Rock, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, they probably won't be there. Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. These next group of guys that are like, who do you have that's gonna fill these shoes?
Well, see, I'll go back to this though. We talked a little bit about it a second ago, but so Hogan main evented WrestleMania, basically 1 through 9.
Yeah.
He leaves. And then 94, 93, 94, 95, 96 are down years for the company. But during those years, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels are like they're
developing.
They're not really, they were like developed already, but they're not stars.
That's what I'm saying.
They were champions. They were both WWF champion.
Okay.
But they didn't have the star power. But by the time you do get to like 97, they're on fire. So maybe WWE needs to go through that period.
They might go through a dip.
Maybe they're doing everything they can to not, apparently.
It looks that way.
But if they did go through it and you have that the era of guys that you're talking about, which is what Braun Breaker is one of them.
Yes.
I would, like I said, I love Dominic Mysterio. I would argue he could be one of those
Yes.
guys.
If used correctly, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of young guys that are on the come up. I guess hard for me to even say come up. Dom's been there for how many years now?
I know.
4, something
At
like
least,
that.
At least.
So I guess it's just a matter. I guess it's just a hard process. But it's like just with sports teams, there's always like a rebuild process.
Right.
Once you come after,
Pretty much what I'm getting at is like a rebuild.
But it's like it takes the actual.
I guess what
time,
I'm saying is, in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, I don't want to have to be sitting there saying like, "I hope we see so and so there to like, save like WrestleMania." You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sitting here every year being like, "It's nice when we get that." The Rock comes out like, "Oh shoot, like
it's cool,
Stone Cold, whatever." But like, you can't. I don't want to have to keep like relying on that every year.
See, maybe that's one of the things I love about the Austin KO match because it's not a main event match.
Right.
It's the middle of the card. It made really exciting, made for a fun part of the show, but it wasn't the focus of the show.
Yeah.
It's it was just another attraction to the show. I don't know. I just feel like they. So you and I, we're actual wrestling fans, and if in 5 years Cody's not there, Roman's not there, Punk, Rock,
Cody'd be there, I think.
Cody would probably be there, but if he's not main eventing, right? In 5 years, if Braun Breakers,
Jacob Fatu, maybe.
Yeah, if say those guys are the main event and they've actually built up towards it,
yeah,
we are going to be entertained.
Yes,
very much so.
Yeah,
the average casual fan maybe not, because The Rock's not there, or Roman's not there, or Cena's not there.
Yes.
And I guess that's what WWE is trying to avoid.
It's inevitable.
It is, but I just mean like
hang on to it as long as you can.
I don't know. No, not to me.
No, I'm saying like that's what their mindset.
That's what they're doing. But I'm just saying that you do have a core fan base of actual wrestling fans that are going to stick around. I don't know.
Because I get what you're saying. There's a group of people out there that watch now, but at some point in time, you'd be like, hey, like, however old you are now, whatever. You're never going to see The Undertaker again. You're never going to see The Rock again. You're never going to see Stone Cold again. You're never going to see, and everybody be like, well, I don't care no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. At the same time, you have kids that are coming up that are like when my son watches wrestling, like he watches wrestling for Jacob Fatu. He doesn't watch it for The Rock.
Right.
So I don't know.
There's just that. You're right. Just not like a gap, but the transition period.
Yeah, at some point they're gonna have to say like, "Hey guys, we're gonna have to
doing this.
Look towards the future."
Yeah,
instead of,
pretty much. Stop bringing them in.
Or
it's the only way you can do it.
Or they're always gonna do it, but in 10 years, in 10 years from now, it's not gonna be The Rock. It's gonna be Roman Reigns that they're bringing back.
That's possible.
Yeah, it's gonna be Roman and Cody are the new Rocks. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
It just continues.
Yeah, just
I guess. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm excited still. Even though the build-up's not been great, I'm still excited. I'm always excited for Mania. And I think the matches are going to be good.
So I think we only disagreed on a couple of those matches.
Yeah, not much.
The IC title and the triple threat. No, we both said EO.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with EO.
I think that's what it was. Anyway.
Yeah. You'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We'll know by next episode, I guess.
Hey, just call in to work Saturday.
I'm not against
You deserve to watch 9-1.
I'm not against I can't, man. All right.
All right, man. That's it for this. This short. This
yeah,
was supposed to be 5.5.
It was supposed to be a little shorter.
It's long.
Yeah,
man.
It's all right.
It's all good. Well, we'll see y'all in the next.
All right. Enjoy Mania.
We'll see y'all.
All right. Later.